Hey, welcome back everyone to this episode of my Iron Man series. Oh boy, we're gonna have a lot of fun this episode. Last episode, spoiler alert, I finally finished my Hellway grind. He finally released me from his Wolfie prison after over 1300 kills by giving me his wand and orb combo. Despite only being tier 85 and my Noxious Longbow being tier 90, magic is now my strongest style, mostly because of the absolutely busted nature of Greater Concentrated Blast, which I picked up in Care Pack a few episodes ago. I also got 3 Crests of Saren, as well as all the Dormant Anima Core armor, so I can also make myself a full set of tier 80 magic power armor, which is what you're seeing in the background of this clip. The plan is to go back to Archglazur and now grind more efficiently for the Fang to make my Noxious Scythe. But first, I think there are some mini goals I can go for to make this plan more efficient. Master plan is a little grandiose for this. It's more of an apprentice plan. Step 1 of the apprentice plan is invention perks, and that's level 99 invention as well. Invention was the original level 120 skill, so level 99 isn't the achievement it is for the other skills, but it's still a nice milestone. The idea here is to mostly replicate the existing perks I have on my range and melee gear for fighting Archglazur, so Precise 6, Equilibrium 1 on the weapons, and then Biting and Venom Blood on the armor are the key ones. And that's Precise 6 and Equilibrium 1, and Biting 3 Venom Blood. Yeah, it's good enough. Good enough. Step 2. Get level 96 summoning. Ripper Demons. Ripper Demons are an insane DPS familiar that is off the chart stronger than the familiars I've been using so far. Their strength isn't so much from DPS they do themselves, although that's pretty good, but from their passive. Ripper Demons give the player a damage boost of up to 5% that scales linearly with HP that a boss has lost. This roughly translates to a 2.5% damage boost across the fight, although it can vary at some bosses that have weird HP mechanics. I've said this before, but 2.5% is a huge DPS boost at this stage in a RuneScape account. Another fringe benefit of level 96 summoning are Pack Yak familiars. They're a Beast of Burden familiar, so they're not as useful in general as the Ripper Demons, but for learning a boss or something like that, they can be helpful. They're both better than War Tortoises with 30 inventory slots versus 18, which is a massive step up, as well as much easier to get the secondary ingredients for. I started on level 93 summoning, you just saw me get 94. I'm trying to use Blue Charm, so I might run out of secondaries before hitting level 96. Oh, I'm not even level 95 yet, and I'm desperate. There's no way I'm getting level 96. I could use my red charms. They give decent XP, about half the XP of blue charms typically, but they cost a lot of GP because you need a lot of shards. Green charms just give garbage XP. Gold charms give good XP per GP, but the XP per charm, so the XP per hour, is even worse than green charms and around 10% the XP of a blue charm. That's why I really want to use blue charms. They just give good XP per GP and good XP per hour. Oh, I'm just making Terrorbird pouches. Oh, good god, the XP is terrible. I could technically use these 96 maybe, but it would take ages. Okay, I made it to level 95, and that's that. I will need to put step 2 on hiatus whilst I think of the best way to get summoning secondaries for all my blue charms. Step 3 of the apprentice plan. Relics. Specifically, I'm currently using a relic called Death Ward. It reduces the damage I take at low HP. For a hardcore Iron Man, this relic makes a lot of sense. For a regular account, not so much. Sure, once in a blue moon this stops you dying in a boss fight, which maybe saves you a minute or two, but that's not worth the DPS drag of giving up one of the more offensive relics. My target, the Berserker's Fury relic. The Berserker's Fury relic gives a modified effect of a Darok set effect, although it doesn't stack. As your health gets lower, the relic increases your DPS in a linear fashion, capping out at 5.5% at 1% HP. Unless deliberately camping low HP, which I probably won't do because I don't think it's worth risking your death and losing the whole kill, I think I can reasonably expect to get around a 2 to 3% DPS increase just from this relic alone, which, like the Ripper Demon, is a massive upgrade in RuneScape terms at this point in the account's life. I typically have to upgrade several pieces of equipment to get a DPS increase like this, and this one is effectively free. Getting the Berserker's Fury requires the Lock of Hair, which is an archaeology reward, but you also need the Amulet of the Forsaken. a rare drop from the Barrows brothers, which was added back in 2016. As an amulet, it's fine, but nothing to write home about at this point in the account. I'll be using it for the relic effect. On the way, I'll probably be filling out some of the rest of the Barrows log, which is cool, and also I want to pick up 3 Sigils of Corruption. These bad boys are used to upgrade the tier 60 Dragon Defender into a tier 70 Barrows Defender. Also, you can combine them with Aram's Staff and Carol's Crossbow to create tier 70 defenders for Mage and Range 2. Defenders have pretty niche uses, so I won't be going out of my way to get the Staff or the Crossbow, but the Sigils of Corruption themselves are very common drops, so I'll definitely get those. First drop of the grind, Carol's Coif. I mean, it's a collection log slot, I can't complain. I'm on KC 112 for reference. I've been forgetting to bring my Dragon Defender like a noob. It's a requirement to have it in your inventory to be eligible for the Corrupted Sigil drop. Do I get it first time? No. I also forgot to kill Torag. What am I doing with my life? Alright, the first Corrupted Sigil, KC 135. Very nice. Hey, back to back, and we're done with the Corrupted Sigils. It took like 10 KC for my first one. This is KC number 150, and we're almost 40 KC dry now. Complaining always works. KC 159 for Acrosa's War Mace. Another one for the collection log. Darok's Great Axe. Arim's Wands. I think I need the staff for the defender, but it's still pretty cool. This is going to be KC number 200, number 90 since I got back. So I'm approaching 2x the drop rate-ish for the amulet. It's hard to say because according to the wiki, no one knows what the drop rate actually is. I mean, it's not too bad. The kills here are pretty chill, and the drop rate is just not that rare. Ooh, Aram's Robe Top. That's my first dupe at Barrows, I think. 2 of his plate legs. That one's new? It is new. Ooh, back to back. My first back to back at Barrows. This is a collection log slot too. I mean, it's not what I need, but it's nice to get drops. I know it's random which brother you get in the crypt down here, but it doesn't feel random. I feel like it's always Aram. He's also the one who gives me most of my drops. Does it mean anything? I mean, probably not. Boom. Boom. That's what I wanted. The Amulet of the Forsaken, 242 KC. That is nice. Let's look at the collection log. Just gonna drop these all here. I'm running out of bank space. Yeah, I got a few things. Only one duplicate, the Aram's Road Top. I did get a melee weapon. I think either of these would be good to make my melee defender. Maybe the War Mace, definitely the Great Axe. I don't know where I put the... Oh, my bank's a mess. Where are the Corrupted Sigils? Oh, they're over here. Let's take them over here as well. I don't think the Aram's Wand works the Mage one. I have a bad feeling it might need to be the Staff. Yeah, you do need the Staff. Does the Mace work? Oh? Surely the Great Axe. Yeah, I guess it has to be one of the original brothers. Oh, you keep a Dragon Defender too. That's nice. I do have one Barrows Defender then. Looks pretty cool. Not what I went to Barrows for, but it's nice. Very slick. I'm not sure if I still need the Dragon Defender, but I will keep it just in case. Just taking a last look at the log here. 242 KC, and there's so much I haven't got, which makes sense. I've got 11 brothers drop in total. I think I'd expect like a lot more than that, maybe like 20. Barrows drop rates are a bit confusing to me, but I think I'm a little under the drop rate here, but that's okay. Will they ever come back? I mean, maybe eventually. There's not a lot of useful stuff still to get from here. I guess the staff and the crossbow for the defenders, but they're actually pretty rare, so not really worth grinding for right now, except from a completion standpoint. We'll see. Okay, the real reason I'm here, grab a lock of hair at the bank, which I can combine with the Amulet of Forsaken. Am I sure? Yes. Now I have Darok's Memento, not to be confused with Christopher Nolan's Memento, which is a great psychological thriller from early in his career with a dark twist. Worth watching. Take it to the monolith, and we shall unlock the, wait for it, Berserker's Fury. So, what do I have now? Fury of the Small, I want to keep that. Death Ward, that one is going to go. Do I want to keep Divine Conversion? Anything good I can replace that with? What else have I got here? Blessing of Het. That's not good. Interesting. So there's still quite a few I don't have. My guess is for now I'll keep Divine Conversion. I spend a non-trivial amount of time getting invention charges, and it does save a lot of time for that. So yeah, I think I keep that. Get rid of Death Ward. Oh, 3,000 Chronos. And then I can Berserker's Fury. 5,000 Chronos? I didn't realize I had so few of these. But alright, that's good. This is nice progress, and I've already got a cool idea for how to get back to training summoning. As established, the best way to train summoning is blue charms, and the issue isn't getting the charms. I still have like over 5,000 of them. The issue is getting the secondary components. Elemental Talismans for making Titans is the best XP, and there just so happens to be a boss that just prints out water talismans. Archglazur. Archglazur drops water talismans as a common drop, and in huge quantities. Plus, this is a great opportunity to take my new magic build out for a spin on hard mode, which I've never done before. Well, I've kind of never done it before. I actually did it by accident on day of release on my hardcore and lost one of my hardcore lives, but let's not talk about that. Trapping innocent hardcores aside, Archglazur is actually a cool boss. This is made of ice, it's cool. Yeah, anyway, it's got some nice mechanics that are designed to teach you how to boss. You need prayer flicks for the flurry mechanic, defenses for the ice cannon, you have to manage your adrenaline to pass the DPS check of the exposed core, and then Pillars of Ice is all about being able to move whilst keeping up as much DPS as possible. Also, there's the Glaciate minions. Screw the Glaciate minions, I have nothing good to say about them. Archglazur has an interesting drop table for Iron Men aside from just the water talismans. There's the low chance of making progress towards the Shards of Flame, tier 95 dual-wielded melee weapons, but that's probably a goal for later. At the enrages and streaks I'm likely going to be doing, the drop chance is super low. Mostly this is just a chance to kill 2 birds with 1 stone by getting the drop to 96 summoning, whilst also learning a fun new boss. Oh, definition of a scuffed kill, but that's my first KC at Archglazur hard mode. The drops have a streak mechanic a bit like Telos where you can claim or keep going. This is exciting. Stone Spirits, wow. What a drop. The loot is good here, okay? I promise. The kill was actually super easy, even though I massively screwed up almost every single mechanic. So this is gonna go, this is going better than I expected. 5 minutes, 20 seconds on this kill, so it's getting better. This is going to be KC number 5, and I've just realized I haven't been using an aura at all. That's a bit embarrassing. There you go, KC 5 on hard mode, and that's a 4 minute 30 KC. I've got a drop here of 200 water talismans, so I think I'll just claim these because I have died once already, and that really decimates your loot crate if you do. Slightly random, but I just finished a Dragon Slayer task at the Dragonkin Laboratory, and I hadn't checked the chest here in like forever, but I'm looking at it now. There's a bunch of cool stuff in here, but the big one is Celestial Hand Wraps, 3 of them. These are tier 90 gloves, so they are a straight upgrade on my tier 70 gloves of subjugation. They do degrade, and I don't think you can repair them, but I have 3, so they will last a really long time. It's a nice upgrade, just sitting in a chest somewhere for God knows how long. But I'll wear them now, cashing in all my daily tasks in one go, and that's going to be level 97 Divination, very slowly getting to level 99. Level 99 is when you can get the best border charges without boosting, so it's worth getting. Still doing a little bit of Slayer, and this is going to be level 109 Slayer. Any minute now. Any minute. Level 109 Slayer. Scarabax. Beautiful. Okay, this is the last kill of a Reaper task here, and I think if I claim here, I should have enough water talismans to get to level 96 summoning. This should be my last inventory. Boom! 96 summoning, Ripper Demons, and Pack Yaks. Really nice. Now I can also get rid of all of these stupid tortoise pouches. I will never need them again. Alright, I'm making my first Ripper Demon pouches, and I kind of forgot how much I hated these guys. I think I'll just make a few, and then when I get a Slayer task here, organically, I'll make some more pouches. Okay, I've stopped showing all the random loot I get at the Dream of Ire, because there's too much of it, but I've picked up the Necklace of Salamancy, and I think this is clip-worthy. The Necklace of Salaman is probably the #1 drop from here, and it gives you a 15% damage and accuracy boost against dinosaurs, which includes Rex Matriarchs, although sadly not Raksha. But that's a huge boost! It's like a salve amulet for dinosaurs. It also increases your drop chance for uniques by 3%, which is great, way better than tier 4 luck, which it presumably stacks with. The drop chance for this is apparently 1 in 25k according to the wiki here, in which case I got wildly lucky, as I probably spent like 5 hours max doing this total. Rex Matriarchs aren't at the top of my to-do list, but I will do them at some point for the ring drops, and the Necklace of Salamancy is basically a prerequisite for doing them efficiently. It probably works out like a 20% drop rate boost, factoring in kill times and everything. It's great. Oh, yes! Oh man, I almost didn't notice that for a second. Those are Nightmare Gauntlets. That's really good. That is not trivial. That is a huge boost to my range setup. I think this is my first, like maybe my second ever Slayer task at Nightmare Creatures. That's insanely lucky. They were 1 in 2k drop on task. I've killed like 100 of them, maybe 200. Sorry, I didn't expect to get these, but let me explain why they're so good. Firstly, they're tier 85 range gloves, which is great because I'm currently using the Barrow's gloves from the Coliomancer's chest, which are a tier 60 and hybrid. So this is just a big upgrade in like raw damage terms, like maybe like 1%, not actually that much. But it's big for a glove spot. But the bigger upgrade here is the passive. They make it so you can use the snipe ability whilst moving. Snipe is actually a high damage basic ability, but it's channeled. And it does all the damage at the end of the channel and gets cancelled if you move, which means sometimes you can't use it or you end up cancelling it when bossing if you have to dodge a mechanic. But these gloves remove all of that, and they are an incredible quality of life improvement. I currently only use range at the Dragonkin Laboratory, but they'll be super nice there. I'm not really on top of what the meta is for range right now, but it wouldn't surprise me if these gloves are best in slot. The only issue is I've just favorited this task because I was like, oh, it might be nice to do nightmares more often, maybe get some nightmare gauntlets, and now I don't really have any reason to kill them anymore. I mean, textbook definition of suffering from success there. I've been using the Coliomancer's gloves for so long, it's time you retire. It's been an honor serving with you. Disassembles into mostly junk components. An ignominious end for such a faithful pair of gloves. Anyway, the king is dead, long live the king, all that stuff. I don't think the Nightmare Gauntlets are a massive game changer just now, because I will still mostly be doing magic, because Greater Concentrated Blast is just that good. But Nightmare Gauntlets are a key long-term upgrade for my range setup that I would need to get eventually, and they'll be useful for Dragonkin Laboratory when I get Dragon Slayer tasks. So I promised to do a Raksha this video. In fact, I think my exact words last episode were, I'll 100% be taking these weapons back to a Arachglazur. I am now all set up, but this video is starting to get a bit long, and it could take hundreds of kills to get a scythe. I mean, it could take just one kill, but probably hundreds. So I'm going to just show my first KC with magic here, and next episode, I absolutely promise I will not end the episode until I have a noxious scythe. Whether it's 1 kill or 1,000, I'll get a scythe. Actually, if it's 1,000, I'll probably just give up and quit RuneScape. But that's like 4x the drop rate, so I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Anyway, enjoy this absolutely abysmal 0% 6-minute Rax kill. But in my defense, it's my first KC here for like 6 months, and I was using Penance Aura for some reason. Actually, in past me's defense, I do definitely click on Maniacal Aura at the start of this kill. But then I jump over this bridge, and I think that causes the Aura interface to bug out a little bit because it just stays as loading, never puts the new Aura on. I do at least get the guaranteed Dave the Spider Pet for getting my first magic KC at Arachglazur. So, peace out, and see you next time.